What is up, YouTube? My name is Trinity, and welcome to Spooktober, where you're going to be getting more spooky content than you know what to do with. Before we dive into the topic of today's video, I want you to do something for me. I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you're home alone. If you live alone, that's pretty easy. If you have a partner, they're out for the night with friends. Family, they're out running errands. A roommate, they're gone for the weekend. And you're in your room, maybe reading a book, playing a video game, or watching your favorite YouTuber, when suddenly you pause because you're convinced that you heard someone say your name. You wait a moment to see if you hear it again, and even call out to see if somebody came home early, but you hear nothing. So you chalk it up to it being a figment of your imagination. You're about to go back to what you were doing when you hear your name from very clearly right outside your door. It wasn't your imagination. If this happened to you, you may be crazy. Or you encountered a mimic. Now, what is a mimic? If you search online, oddly enough, if you just type in what is a mimic, the most you're going to find are resources for D&D and Phasmophobia. I had to add in the word demon to the end of my search to get any relevant results, but even then, there's not like a Wikipedia page or anything like that. Reddit and TikTok were my main sources of information for this video. So I couldn't find a clear answer as to what exactly a mimic is, but it's generally agreed upon to be some sort of supernatural entity, demon, spirit, or something else, that uses sounds and voices that you know to get your guard down and lure you in. For what reason exactly? Depends on who you ask. All of this sounds really sinister because it's playing on things that we're supposed to trust. If you've seen my video about black-eyed children, you'll probably recall this, because biologically we often have the instinct to protect small children. So when whatever black-eyed children really are take that appearance, there's a conflict of interest because your instincts are telling you this is something that needs to be protected, but it's using that instinct against you to prey on you. It seems to be about the same with mimics, except one is scarier because you don't know what the end result is exactly going to be, and two, in order to mimic someone convincingly enough that you let your guard down even for a second, it has to watch you for a while. In many videos that I've watched on the subject, they're said to gain energy via fear, to the point where sometimes they're even able to manifest physically into the person that they are mimicking. It's because of this, most sources say it's best that if you think you're being hunted by a mimic, to just ignore it. You know, the good old, if you heard something, no you didn't. I did find one contradicting post, however, on Reddit. A person replying to a thread said that no, you are not supposed to ignore these beings. Rather, you have to call them out for what they are to show them that they have no power over you. I don't remember if it was stated in the comment, but I'm going to assume that this person was probably of Christian faith, just because it seems like in cases like this, the Christian culture seems to take on a more confrontational attitude. Not necessarily in a bad way, but think like exorcisms, rebuking the demon in the name of the Lord, that kind of stuff. But I will say, if I was ever in a situation like this, at least in the beginning, I would probably take the path of least resistance and just try to ignore it. The only thing that I don't really understand about some of these mimic sightings that have been going on TikTok, that some mimics are apparently impersonating the person that they are stalking. So I don't know how I would react if I heard my own voice on the other side of a door calling out to me. But I will tell you, I probably wouldn't be very open to it. I can barely stand the sound of my own voice when editing. Now I will say, as for most things that I talk about on this channel, I am not one that believes in the supernatural. I'm open to it, but until there's more solid proof or I personally have an experience that changes my mind, I'm gonna say mimics probably aren't real, at least what I believe. Though I do have kind of a weird, creepy story that falls into this category. So a couple of months ago, I was home alone. My partner was out visiting their family, and it was later in the night. And for some reason, despite the house being locked up and me knowing that I was safe and fine, I just had a really uneasy feeling. I go to the bathroom to get ready to take a shower, and for some reason, I decided to lock the door. Something that I don't normally do because it's just me and my boyfriend in the house. And again, I was alone. I just had a really weird feeling, so decided to keep it shut just to have my mind more at peace. Well, in the shower, I swore that I heard the front door open and I heard a voice not quite call out my name. It was kind of muffled, but I could swear I heard a voice. So from the shower, texted my boyfriend and asked if he was home. He said he was on his way home, but he was not anywhere close yet. So still a little uneasy, but just chalking it up to me being jumpy for some reason, I decided to stay in the bathroom, which is something I wouldn't normally do. I would usually get dressed in our room, but I just decided to stay in there until he's home. I get a text that he's coming in the door now, and I hear him. As I go to leave the bathroom, I hear the doorknob of the bathroom jiggle, so I figure he already got into the house and I kind of missed that part. I open the door, and mind you, the way my house is set up, I can see the front door from the bathroom. And my partner is just walking in the front door, meaning he couldn't have been jiggling the doorknob. And that was it. I was done for the night. And the bedroom door was closed that night, and I was snuggled under the blankets, not peeking out for anything. I never had an experience like that again, and I don't really want to, so I hope talking about this stuff doesn't lure anything in, but I'm probably still gonna smudge after this video just to make myself feel a little bit better. But yeah, that is my kind of creepy, potentially mimic experience. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and share with other people who are celebrating the spooky season with us and may enjoy seeing what I have in store. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I upload. And you'll especially want that this month, as it is Spooktober and I am that spooky chick. And if you want to keep track of all of the uploads for Spooktober 2024, I'm going to have a playlist already at the end of the video so you can keep track of everything, as well as you can find this video and other creepy stuff you might want to watch in the meantime in my creepy stuff playlist. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.